Do you come across vintage items that are fun and interesting but not sure if they're going to sell? In this video, I'm going to show you 20 items that sold in my eBay store so you can see what categories are good and what it's possible for you. And mind you, these aren't items that sold for $1,000. These are items or categories of items that you can find regularly so you too can make money. Because Resolutions gives you real solutions. And before we get started, this is for the newbies. If you're new to the channel, this is how a video like this works. I talk about all the products, maybe I'll mention pricing, cost of goods, shipping, etc. And in between, I answer questions and I talk about comments. So if you ever have a question or have something to say, leave it in the comments below. All right, let's get the party started. Here we have Vintage Kit Connection Motorcycles Dirt Bike Cruisers. This was a set of 4 and I paid $2, not each, but for all of them. Look at what they sold for. $26.99 free shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $14.80 minus the cost of goods, $12.80 in profit. These were underpriced for sure. I underpriced them. If you look at them, there's a dirt bike, there's a sport bike, 2 cruisers, and I really thought I did my research, but I guess not because they sold within a couple of hours of me putting them up. And that's okay. If you notice though, I did free shipping. From now on, all of my new product gets free shipping, and then all of my pre-owned product gets shipping attached. That's what I'm doing, and it's working. There's a comment a little later on that somebody asked. They asked a question about this. I'm going to explain it there a little bit better. Next, here we have Wrangler Retro Bootcut Jeans Men's 3330 Slim Blue. Okay, I bought these for $4, sold for $19, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.30 minus, what is that? $4 that I paid, $17 in profit. So these, I put them up for $21.99 and I took an offer of $19. I said, no problem. They sold within probably a week and a half, I think. When did I put them up? I put them up on the 7th. So 10 days or so because they sold today. I haven't even shipped them out. So technically I'm not making $17. I still have to subtract the shipping from that, which is going to be about $8. So I'm going to make $9 in profit. The reason I'm showing you these are not technically vintage. They are in the 2000s, but they're not vintage yet. I'm showing you these because bootcut is back. Not bell bottom, but bootcut is back in men's and women. So when you see it, pick it up. And I don't mean all bootcut because some of them are not going to do well, but Wrangler, Levi's, you know, the regular brands that everybody knows, they will sell, they will make money. Let's go to our first question. At Maristar64 says, hi, I see that you have the price that you paid for the item on the post you are showing. Is that something you add on your eBay listing that only you can see? She is referencing what I looked at right now. If you guys notice right here, it says custom label 1182. That is the inventory label that I have. And then I did 11/07/24. That's the first day that I ever listed them. And then I put $4. That's the cost of goods. Yes, I add that on so that I know at a glance real quick what I paid for them. That way I can make decisions when I'm on my phone. Maybe I'm out of the office and somebody sends an offer. I can make a decision whether to accept it, to reject it, or to counteroffer. So it's just an easy way to do it. And you know what? While we're here, let me say this. Well, first, let me preface it by saying it might rub you the wrong way and it's going to piss some people off because this is the way you work. But let me try to expand your mind into something different. Everybody's been asking me to make a video on, can you make an Excel sheet? Can you look at how you track all your items? And look, I don't track items like most people do. It's a waste of fucking time. I just buy items that I know that are going to be profitable. And then I sell them on here. I leave my cost of goods there. I put dates on there. I don't track them in an Excel sheet. It's a waste of time for me. What I do instead is that once a month, if I spent $1,000 in cost of goods, like in goods that I bought, I send that to my accountant, and then I said, okay, well, I made $2,000 in sales. That means that I made $1,000 in profit. That's it. That's all I track. If you are doing all this other shit when you get home and you're like, oh, you got to put it on an Excel sheet, then take pictures and list, you are wasting a lot of time. And look, when you get real big, you're going to need more reporting, yes. You're going to need to track some more, more in detail, yes. But for me, and for smaller sellers, it doesn't make sense for you to do that. It takes way too much time. So do what's important. And the number one thing that's important is making money, not stupid fucking Excel sheets that you're spending all your time on. Make money. That means that take the pictures, list the product, and sell the product. That's it. Everything else is secondary. You always take care of the big tasks first, which move your business forward, not anything else. I just had to say that because I get this question a lot. Let's go to our next product. Here we have Versace men's tie necktie, purple geometric pattern. This was a great find. I bought it for $6.40, sold for $39.99, $6.99 shipping, and it sold within, let's see, what is that? About 3 days. Great pickup. So $35.90 was what I brought home, and $6.40. Oh, I haven't even shipped this out. $6.40. Let's just say that it's going to cost me about $4.50 to ship it out. So I'm at $31 minus the $6. So I'm going to make about $25 in profit. Excellent pickup. Ties do sell, but not all ties sell. You're definitely going to pick up a lot of shitty ones before you pick up a good one. And actually, I didn't show you guys, but a guy that bought this one, he also bought a secondary one. So technically, I'm going to save on shipping when I ship them out. So for about $5, I'm going to ship out 2. And the other one didn't sell for shit. It was like $9. This is what I'm saying. Some sell, some don't. Or some make money, some don't make money. Next, here we have Cadillac hat strap back. I was unsure if this was vintage. I'm pretty sure it was like right in the middle because everything that I picked up from this house was completely vintage and they didn't have a lot of new stuff. So I was just assuming. But if you notice, I didn't put vintage. But I did buy it for $1.50, sold for $14.99, $6.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $18.18. And this wasn't shipped out either. So let's just say that I'm going to pay about $5.50 for shipping on this one. So I made $13 minus the $1. I made $12 in profit. Okay, this is why I picked this one up. When it's Cadillac, Beamer, Mercedes, those are status vehicles. People want to feel good and feel like, oh shit, look at me, I'm driving a Caddy. So they wear hats like this. They wear brands like that. And you should pick them up because you can definitely sell them for good money. In fact, about a couple of weeks ago, I sold a Mercedes-Benz one on a live or when I was shooting a video. So they do make money, especially when it's a big brand like that. Next question. At Brenda LeBlanc 7047 says, I love that fish on the shelf. What on earth is that brown thing hanging from the shelf above it? It looks very strange. She's referencing stop selling junk on eBay and try these surprising items instead. Sold fast. That was last week's video. It's doing really well. I guess you guys liked it. So I'm going to start adding more items to my videos. This is what she's referencing. It looks like huevos, right? It looks like it looked weird when it was hanging. But these are weights. So this holds your book together or your book open when you're reading. That's it. So if let's just say you're on the couch and you lay down on your side and you can put your book to where this thing holds it open, you don't have to be holding the book. I'm one of those people that hates to hold the damn book in their hand. So I have that. I also have a clip. It's like a hair clip, but it's a big ass hair clip that you can put on it so that it stays open. That's it. That's what it was. Not that weird, I guess. Now that you know. Oh, there we go. Next one. Here we have Vintage World Cup Soccer USA 1994 Apex Windbreaker. Look at this one. I bought it for $3.03. Nobody wanted it because, who's going to want World Cup Soccer? It's not even a big deal. Like in 1994, it wasn't even a big deal. Okay, fine. First, let me talk about this. It says buyer note. Rush ship if you can. I'm happy to Venmo or pay more for rush ship. Hoping to receive it by the 21st. My email is, and then she put her email. First off, whenever somebody offers that, don't ever go off of eBay. Look, this might be a scam, but I'm going to ship it out anyways. And as long as it gets received, I don't give a shit. That's not my problem anymore. And I am going to rush ship it to her. So instead of USPS Ground Advantage, I'm going to take a hit for it. That's fine. I don't mind. And I'm going to ship it priority mail. If it's going to get to by the 21st, if I ship it by tomorrow, it should be okay. It takes 2 to 3 days, depending on where she's at. But in any case, I am going to ship it on my dime. So priority mail is fine. Like a priority mail envelope is about $8.20 versus paying about $6 that I was going to pay before. Look at this. Sold for $97.97, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I'm keeping a lot of money. Probably around, after I ship it, about $70. These collectible things, especially when it comes to soccer, they sell. World Cup soccer, World Cup anything, people collect them. This one specifically from 94, because it's very old and vintage, was a great pickup and nobody wanted it except me. And I said, nah, give it here, suckers. And I bought it for $3. Who the hell didn't want to spend $3 on a freaking jacket that is color blocked. That means that, red, white, and blue and in big color chunks. That's color blocking. That's very 90s look. Who's not going to want that? And there you go. And I never lowered my price. And I was getting a bunch of offers and I said, no, I'm going to hold out. When you have something very special, wait. Don't be greedy. Just wait. You can let a lot of the other stuff go, like the cheap stuff, the Polo Ralph Lauren's, the Gap, or I don't know, whatever you're buying that's like wholesale, not wholesale, but that you can sell a lot of. You can let that go. You can take offers, but when it's unique, wait. Next, here we have Janice Cocktail Knives Collection Leaf Design 24K. I love these. I wanted to keep them for Thanksgiving, but I had them up, and look at how long it took. It took over a year, which is really long for me. Usually I take items down, but I forgot to take these down. I bought them for $2, sold for $14.88, $6.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $16.24. So that would be, what is that? $14.24. Okay, let me say something that I've been saying in a bunch of videos, but people always ask me about this. How do I know, or how would I know at a glance that these things were in my store for a long period of time without an Excel sheet? If you notice, it says $14.88. I start my prices always at 99 cents, and then every month I end and sell similar. I lower by minimum 1 penny. 1 penny, every 1 penny dictates 30 days. So in this case, that would be from 99 cents to 88. That would be 11 months. So that I know that item has been in my store for 11 months. So it's got to go. So when I see offers or somebody wants it, get that bitch out of my store. You guys should really try this. At a glance, you can see everything, and you don't have to be looking at your Excel sheets or whatever program they're using, and you can know how to do this quickly, because I'm all about making money, not making Excel sheets or not writing things down. It bothers me. Next, here we have At the God Trio. This is a good one. This is a fun one. Every single week, I have a segment like this called Who Be Talking Shit? So let's see what At the God Trio says. LOL. So, why the gun? So off-putting. He's referencing how to shoot clothing photos faster for eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. So off-putting. Well, first off, I wear my piece all the time just because I wear it all the time. 99% of the time, I have it on me. But in this case, I showed it because I want to remind everybody, every American, that number one, we have an inalienable right to protect ourselves already. But we are the only country in the entire world that is protected, that every citizen is protected by the Constitution to carry. So you should carry. And you know what? If it's so off-putting, get off my channel. Go somewhere else. You know what I do when let's just say that I'm on YouTube and I'm watching somebody else's channel and I see something that I don't like, or the way they talk I don't like, or the way, what they're talking about I don't like. You know what I do? I don't do that. I just don't watch it anymore. So, thank you very much. At the God Trio, you made this week's segment of Who Be Talking Shit. Oh, I love this segment. It's always fun. Let's keep going. Here we go. Vintage Daytimer Brown Leather Planner 7-ring binder. Nobody wanted to pick this one up either at the estate sale. This was the last day. For those of you that are saying, I don't never go the last day because there's nothing left over and I never get any pickups. Okay, fine. Check this out. $2. Bought it for $2. Sold for $22.99, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $26.64. Minus the $2, $24.64 in profit. And it took only about 5 days to sell. That is an excellent pickup. And let me say something about this one specifically. Daytimer is the brand. Daytimer has been around for a long ass time. Daytimer is an excellent brand to pick up. So you should always pick it up. The leather is real good. It's very well made. These things still have paper for refills, and it definitely, it touches people when they see, oh, Daytimer, my dad used to have one, my mom used to have one, my grandma used to have one, and so on and so forth. So when you see them, pick them up. Plus, if you guys don't know, like for those of you that don't use planners that are made of leather are hella expensive. If you don't believe me, go check online. They're about 40, 50, 60 bucks sometimes, and they're not even as good as this one. I recommend this one. Next, here we have Virgen de Guadalupe Virgin Mary wood art hanging oval wall decor, 7x5. This was nice. I like this one. I bought it for $3.15 and sold for $14.42, $6.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $11.18 minus the $3. Let's just say I made $8 in profit. I added this one because my mom is hella Catholic and she would like to see this up. So, ahí está, ma, pa que veas, eh? I was just saying hello and just telling her that so you can see that I do sell this type of merchandise too. So, anyways, that's for my mom. Next, here we have this is a comment at Robin Bonanno 3543. I hope I said that right. If not, well, sorry. Thank you for the golf club video. It's so scary. Love your dogs. Always a sign of a kind person when they love their puppers. Oh, well, thank you very much. She's referencing, can you really make money selling golf clubs in 2024? It is an excellent video if I say so myself. I dumb it down as a golfer because I do golf. I dumb it down into what people are looking for. What is a golfer looking for? Because if you don't know what that specific customer is looking for, how the hell are you going to pick up good product, right, that will sell? So I dumb it down to, for those of you that don't golf, on what a wedge is, what woods are, what pricing to use, what boxes to use, why you shouldn't be scared to pick up golf clubs. I keep saying this and people are like, no, man, this is hard and I have to do all this. Really? Watch the video and I guarantee you're going to be like, oh shit, it's really that easy. And the amount of money I made when I showed you with pictures in that video, you're going to be like, oh crap, maybe I should start picking up golf clubs like Damien says so. Trust me, it's good for you. And like this, Robin said, it's so scary. It's not scary. It's just scary because you don't know how to do it. You don't have practice. You don't have experience. This is why you have somebody like me to tell you that it's not scary. Just try it. Make sure, though, that you pick up the right ones. I also tell you in that video, don't be picking up shitty golf clubs that are super old because if you don't know, like if you're brand new to buying golf clubs, buy the new ones. Don't buy old stuff because you're not going to know. They're very specific. They're very picky. And if you don't know, you don't know. Callaway, Ping, Nike, those are the easiest ones to pick up. Titleist as well. Cheaper, but it's fine. You can still pick them up. Stuff like that. Trust me, you don't make money. Next, Vintage Milton Bradley Connect 4 Family Board Game. Oh, I remember this one. I had a live that I was telling you guys, I'm going to put myself to the test. And I have the numbers right here. Okay, this was made in 1986. I bought it with a bunch of other stuff that I actually sold here too. I bought it from that person's house that basically everything was real vintage, but nothing was open. This was sealed. I bought it for $6.40. Before I show you how much I got for it, right here it says Connect 4, $40. That's what I said in the live. You guys can go check me on that. So I said that I was going to get $40 because all this that I did on the live, I said, you know what? I didn't comp anything when I was out buying that day. I just wanted to test myself. How well do you know your markets? How well do you know your customers? How well do you know your products? I recommend you do tests like that because we all get comfortable with all the phone, and it always eats up your time when you're there. You're like, looking and you look like a pendejo doing that all the time. It's like you can't do that. It's a waste of time. So you have to know your markets. This is why I tell you guys 3 to 5 categories. When you get real good at those categories, you're going to be able to buy blind. So it's a lot faster. That means that you're going to pick up more product. Okay, in any case, so I said I was going to get $40. But when I put it up, I said, no, $40 was too low. I just lowballed it because of the live. I said, $40 is probably what I'm going to get, like from somebody sending me an offer. And I said, hell no. So I put it up for a different amount. And guess what? Sold for $49.99, free shipping, after fees and everything. I brought home $31.81, so $25 in profit. I say this all the time. Board games make money. Especially vintage board games. You do have to make sure, in this case, I didn't check anything because it's new, but make sure that everything's there, that they're complete. And if they're not complete, piece them out. People are always looking for pieces like Monopoly, Scrabble, Connect 4. It depends on what you're selling. But board games make money and they're not difficult to ship. I have a box that's 20 by 12 by 4, around there. 20 by 12 by 4, and almost all board games fit there. The boxes aren't cheap, but I do use that box because it ships like that, Because I know that some people don't want to ship them because they suck, right? They're long. But anyways, I was real proud of myself when I sold it. I said, hey, man, I got it almost at the dot. I actually made $10 more. It's good. Next, here we have parrot wood, pin brooch, Macau, parrot, and so on. This was a set of 3. Bought them for $1 each. Sold for $10, $5.99 shipping. I took an offer. I made $9.19. Not a lot of profit, about $6. But I really like those. They're very pretty. They were handmade. And I just enjoy picking up stuff like that. It's not always about money with me. My money is made somewhere else anyway, so I'm able to do that. I'm able to just have fun with this, and this was me buying for fun. I thought that they were super cute, and I thought they were super nice, and somebody did buy them. It took about, let's just call it about 2 months to sell, but somebody did like them. Next question. Here we have @BrianPrince6745 says, great video. I'm a newbie to selling on eBay. How many items would you say you need to be posted before you start seeing results in sales? And he asked me like 4 questions. I'm not actually going to answer the questions there because it's a bunch of questions, but I wanted to bring this up because I got this comment in my videos. Look, I don't mind helping. If you guys notice, I am very fast at answering your questions when you guys ask questions in my videos. I think I'm probably one of the people that gets back to you quick. However, you can't ask me like 4 or 5 questions. I love my time, and my time is very expensive, and I don't want to do this all day long. This is why I have Posse members. This is why I have a paid subscription to the channel. It can cost you at the minimum $3. $3, that's it. And then every Wednesday, I sent out a post. People ask me whatever they want. They ask me one question, and I answer it in depth in a video on Thursday. People love it because they ask me about anything. It doesn't even have to be reselling related. They ask me about my life. They ask me about weird shit, and I'll answer. And, I'll have a beer, and it's just a very informal conversation answering these questions. That is my hard sales pitch. But seriously, look, this is me being truthful. I don't want to sit here all day answering a bunch of questions because then I can't make money in my own business. I want to help you, though. And all I'm asking is a very small portion of money for my time. That's it. And I always say this, it costs you less than gas station coffee. So there you go. If you guys are ever interested, click the join button down below. Next, here we have vintage Eddie Bauer long sleeve denim button down shirt, men's large. Okay, somebody asked me, does Eddie Bauer sell? And I said, well, it doesn't sell well and it takes a while, but it does sell. This one sold because it was denim. The heavy duty stuff does sell well. I bought it for $3.30, sold for $17.94, $8.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $14.86, so I made about $11 in profit. I'll take it any day, baby. I'm getting real fast at shooting clothing and stuff, so it works out for me really well. Next, here we have vintage Chinese chess set black. This was an interesting piece. I am an avid chess collector, and I didn't keep this because I don't like to play this way, and it's just weird. Maybe I should have kept it for my collection, but I said, nah, let me just get rid of it. I bought it for $2, sold for $23.98, $8.99 shipping, sold in about 38 days or so. After fees and everything, I brought home $20.95, so $18 in profit. It was excellent, and I love chess. And for those of you that don't understand chess, not understand it as in how to play it, but don't understand how it does in sales, chess will always sell. It is one of the best games and the most sought after games in the entire world, everywhere. So if you have good, well-made pieces in a good design, especially the vintage one, especially MCM designs, bruh, you make money. So pick them up. Next question, @Kazlet says, is it really worth it to sell items for $14.99 after buying it, listing, packing it? Seems like you aren't clearing much. In this case, okay, I remember why I put this up here. So is it worth it? Well, it depends on what worth it means to you. Let's just say that I'm buying clothing. For the most part, I try not to spend more than $4 per piece of apparel, because he's referencing how to list it faster on eBay, I'm just talking about apparel. So I don't spend more than $4. For the most part, I'm usually making 2.5 to 3.5 times my money when it comes to apparel. And look, do I want to pick up items, only that make $30 in profit, $40 in profit? Sure. Everybody wants to do that. But sometimes I don't have that available here around me if I'm doing local shopping. You can buy them online for sure. That's part of my business, but for local shopping. And I put this up here for those of you that I know that you see stuff like this online and you feel bad, or people make you feel bad. And I'm not saying that he's trying to make you feel bad or trying to make me feel bad or anybody. But what I'm saying is that you make yourself feel bad because you see people that are making $30, $40 and $50, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? I'm only making $6. Well, there's different categories. If you're going to get, for example, in apparel, you're not going to make that much money. On average, you're going to make $10 to $20 in profit. $20 in profit per item would be awesome. But realistically, with all the apparel that is out there, you're going to be making about $10. So if you're buying for 4, you're going to make 10. That is about 1.5 times your money. So you gotta roll the dice sometimes, and it just depends on what you feel is worth it for you, because this does take time. Now, I have to say, it's worth it for me because I am very fast at doing this. It takes me about less than 2 minutes for pictures, less than 2 minutes to list. So that's 4 minutes. The packing up takes about 30 seconds. From if I have to go, or when I go pick it, it takes me about 15 seconds, 20 seconds, because everything is labeled real neatly and I have shelving system and all that. So it doesn't take that long. So for me, it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it for you, but just keep that in mind and don't feel bad. And I know that you want to make more money. I get it. But sometimes, you just, if there are no other products, that there are no products. And what do you want, Okay, next. Here we have Vintage Aggravation Board Game, Deluxe Party Edition 1970. This was another board game. I bought it for $3, sold for $29.99, $12.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought it home $25.88, minus the $3 that I paid, $22.88 in profit. I love board games. Aggravation was an excellent board game. My girl wanted me to keep it, and I said, hell no, because I knew it was going to sell. And it sold within, I think it was like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Great game, but it was in excellent condition, and there was nothing missing. I love that one. Next, here we have Vintage Barclay Manoil Metal Figurines. Okay, these are tiny things that most people skip because they don't know about them. And they're small. They're not going to make money. They're tiny, right? Well, check this out. I paid $3.03 for all of them. And if you notice, there's a man with the coat, with the yellow coat, and then the girl with the yellow coat. So that's like the man and wife. And then he's got the side piece with the pink coat on the other side. So I put them all together. I didn't want to split them. I said, nah, man and wife and side piece, it's all good. It's going to sell. And sure enough, sold for $32.97, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $32.20 minus the $3, about $29 in profit. I love it. And I love these because they don't take up a lot of space when I'm putting them up in storage. Actually, I have like a jewelry section or small things section, and that's where they are all at. And it's a desk. It's a simple desk. I just have everything there like in with dividers, and it's so easy to find. I love these. Next question or comment. Next question. At San5987 says, is it just the special looking Crocs that sell good, or do regular ordinary ones sell good as well? Thank you for the videos, learning lots of good things from me. Well, you're very welcome. So he's referencing stop selling junk on eBay and try these surprising items instead. That was last week's video. Okay, all Crocs will sell, but not all Crocs will give you, a high amount of money. The ones that I know for sure will always sell are camo Crocs. That's what he's referencing. And the camo Crocs didn't even have the little slip thing, or I don't know what it's called, the little thing that holds your heel in the back. And I put that on there, and they still sold, and they sold fast. People love camo, especially during hunting season. Well, and you might be asking, Damien, who the hell's going to wear Crocs hunting? They're not wearing Crocs. They're wearing their boots because you want to protect yourself from snakes. You want to protect yourself from fleas and the bigger ones. What are they called? Garrapatas. I forgot the name anyways. You want to protect yourself, but when you're done and you're drinking and you're having a good time, maybe they slip out and they put Crocs on. That's why I bought them, and sure enough, sold. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we have Vintage Rainbow Gate Santa Fe 9-inch salad plate. These were handmade in New Mexico, and I bought them for 75 cents each. And I bought a shitload of them. I'll only show you one, and I already sold all of them. Actually, all of them except for one color, I think. Sold for $22, $12.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $25.04 minus the 75 cents. So I got $24 in profit. If you notice, the shipping label was $12.99. And then what I charged for shipping was $12.99. The shipping label says $4.17. If you're wondering why it's $4.17, it wasn't $4.17. It just happened that they bought 2 plates, and the 2 plates shipped for about $9. And that's how eBay does it. They split it between the combined products that somebody buys. That's why it's $14 because I know that, or $4. That's why I know that somebody's gonna ask me that. So there you go. Here we have vintage Whiting & Davis handbag metal gold color mesh purse, Art Deco. Great looking purse, tiny, cute. It did take a while to sell, but I bought it for $2, and I love these. I shop for this stuff all the time because my girl is teaching me on this. Because I mean, I have no business looking at this shit. Like, I don't know. I'm a man, and I don't know about this stuff, but she does, and she said pick that up. So I bought it for $2. Sold for $28.88, $8.99 shipping after fees and everything. I brought home $21.29, and that wasn't $28.88 that was in the store. That was because, wait, let me see, 9/3/24. Yeah, that was because I sent a 15% off, and they accepted it. So there you go. The offers, sending out offers does work. Let's go to our next question or comment. At Aquí les va esa cabeza. That's a good one. By the way, I'm going to read this in Spanish and I will paraphrase and translate it in English. Yo cobro shipping en mis items y una viejita me dijo que una vez que nunca pagaba por shipping, pero me iba a dar la oportunidad de trabajar con ella sin rebajar el precio de producto a la mitad. No mames. Hinche gente, ¿por qué piensan que siempre va a tener free shipping? Que no mamen, saludos. So all he said was that I guess he was back and forth with the customer, and the old lady said, I never pay for shipping, but I'm going to give you a chance if you give it to me for half off. And then he's like, what the hell? Like, why do people always want free shipping or assume that it's going to be free shipping? This is what I was talking about when I was talking about doing free shipping for new product and pre-owned product gets shipping attached to it. Okay, the way that most everybody works is that we get used to things. We get trained. For example, if you go to Amazon, who pays for shipping? For the most part, do you guys pay for shipping? Because I usually don't. Everything is free shipping because of Prime. So when you go to Amazon, you expect free shipping. When you go to eBay, you can expect that most people are going to be like, oh, you know, shipping attached to it, $6.99, no problem. Because they are trained to expect the shipping. This is why you have to know your customer. Who are you selling to? When I sell on Amazon, all my products, they all have free shipping attached or free shipping to them. When I sell on eBay, they all attach shipping to it unless they are new. Because people do come from Amazon to shop on eBay and they're used to that. So I'm having them understand that I get it, that they're coming from over there to buy here, so I'm giving them free shipping. And it's not free anyways. I'm adding it to the sale price, so who cares? But I understand where you're coming from, bro. Next product. Here we have vintage Polinex Deep Heat Full Back Massager. For those of you that don't know this, massaging things that are vintage, for whatever reason, people want them and they want to buy them all the time. I always sell them. This took a little bit longer than usual, and I hated shipping this, but it wasn't actually that difficult. I bought it for $5, sold for $20, $24.99 shipping. Look at the shipping, $24.99 because it was awkward and big. After fees and everything, I brought it home $25.91. So I ended up paying $12.91 in shipping, and I charged them $24.99. I will say this again because I said it last week, and people still don't understand how you should run your business. First off, you run your business, not your customers. You do have to listen to your customers, like I just said. You have to understand your customer, but you have to protect yourself and protect your margins so that you can continue to be a business to provide all the products that they want. And if $24.99 was what I needed to charge, $24.99 is what I charge, and everybody was good with it. They're happy, they got it. I haven't gotten a return, so it's all upside from here. Let's go to the next one. Here we have vintage Brighton Balboa purse handbag. This was awesome. Vintage Brighton does really well, especially that leather, the pebble leather does really well. $3.88, sold for $38.98, $12.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $29.90. Again, look at the shipping label. I paid $8.70 because I was able to fit it in a legal flat rate envelope, and they paid $12.99. I kept the rest, and that's okay. Nobody complains, so that's totally okay. Next, here we have another one. Hi, Damien. Question: do you test all games you sell, or do you sell games as untested? And then he says a bunch of other things, and it's Angel. He's referencing Stop Selling Junk on eBay, last week's video. I don't test all games, and I don't mean I don't test them. I don't mean I don't test them, me personally. I send them to a friend of mine, my best friend Raul, of course, right? Raul. Again, super Mexican, right? I send him to Raul, and Raul does this for me because he's got every system imaginable. So, hey, what's up, Raul, if you're watching this video, bro? But what do I recommend for you? If you're going to be selling media, you need to start buying all the things that you need to test. Do you need a VCR, a VHS player? Do you need a DVD player, Blu-ray player, 3D Blu-ray player? Do you need a receiver to test out speakers? Do you need Xbox, PS4? And I know that it's a lot of systems. I get it. You don't want to spend the money. Fine. Then you need to get out of media, because if you're not testing them, you're going to get a lot of problems, a lot of returns, and a lot of negative feedback. And if you try to sell them untested, you're not going to get any money for them. So there's only upside if you invest in all those systems. You can start buying them one at a time. I mean, come on, they're not really that expensive. If you go out and about and if you see them at like an estate sale, instead of selling it, keep it and make a testing area. I personally have a testing area. I have a big receiver where I test speakers and other things. I have a TV where I test my VHS players and all that. And then I have a whole bunch of things to test. Like I have to test electronics, like for power and things like that. And that's just me. But because I'm okay with doing all this, and I just had to invest money. That's it. Let's go to our last product. This was a good one. Vintage Cooking Magic Cookbooks, Culinary Arts Institute. I love these. And I've shown these before in another video, but who cares, suckers? I wanted to show these because I love these. $5 each, so I paid $10 for both of them. Sold for $69.92, $12.99 shipping. After fees and everything, I brought home $48.72. That means I made $38 in profit. Not all book sales, not all cookbook sales. Those sold because, if you notice, they are, where is it right here? Cookbooks of the Culinary Arts Institute. They're very old, and these cookbooks are very specific. They are for people that are learning. So it's not just recipes. They teach you about things. They teach you how to make sauces. They teach you about temperatures. They teach you everything, and you can't really find them anymore. These are very hard to find. That's why somebody paid a bunch for it. So there you go. Don't skip on cookbooks. These last two are going to be two comments that I put together because I wanted to ask you guys for your opinion. If you stay to the end of the video, then I know that I can count on your opinion because a lot of people drop off at the beginning. So if you're here to the end, I really want to, I want to see what you think. First off, Shannon Greenlaw says, 321, could you do a video of you listing clothes? She says a couple of things, and then at the bottom she says, I know I can find 5 comps and fill out 5 drafts in 30 to 60 minutes, but watching you do it gets me motivated. She is referencing how to list faster on eBay. So she wants me to, like, say, do a live or do a video where I'm doing stuff. I'm packing things up, or I'm listing and I'm just talking about who knows, something right on the video. And then the last comment, look at this one, says Apex 4 X Academy. Cool, man. Precise, to the point, no wastage of time. Great efforts. Keep it up. Stop selling junk on eBay. That was last week's video. So there are two thought processes here. When I get on YouTube, this is what I see. I see people that are, they make a live, right? They do a live, they go live and they say, hey, come to my live and watch me ship. And they're shipping, talking about football and talking about other things. And I don't watch shit like that because it bores me. There's no point to it. All of my videos have to be structured. Like I said, I'm going to show you 20 items, answer questions, and talk about comments. And that's exactly what I do. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I want to know, would you guys benefit from me doing like a shipping video? When I'm shipping, just talking about whatever it is that you guys want me to talk about. Is that beneficial, or do you prefer more structured content like this? I mean, all my videos are going to be structured regardless. Even my lives are always structured. But I just want to know, do you just want to see me here, sit down and just talk like a podcast style? Because I've been wanting to do that, but I get conflicting information. Some people want to hear me just talk about bullshit about anything, and some people want to just get to the point. And I am both. If I really like somebody on YouTube, I will listen to them about anything, just about talking, because they're an interesting person. But I also need to sometimes I'm like, hey, get to the fucking point or I'm leaving, one or the other. So I don't know what to do. Maybe it would be like once a week, I would have like a podcast type, or maybe it's a different channel. I'm not sure. I need you guys to tell me what you guys think of this. What should I do? Leave it in the comments below. Please, I would really appreciate your feedback. And that's it, everybody. Those were the 20 items or categories of items that you can look for so that you too can make money. Because Resolutions gives you real solutions. And this is brand new. To continue to support the channel, you can always buy a shirt, a hat, or a logo sticker from the store below. I have a brand new design focused on a previous video called Almost There. It's a motivational video that will show you not to give up because you're almost there. You just have to keep pushing. As I said before, you can also become a member of the Resolutions Posse for less than gas station coffee. If you're interested in checking out what it's all about, click the join button down below and check it out for yourself. And as always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers, everybody. I'm drinking water. I rode for 16.8 miles today. It was an urban ride, meaning street ride, but I rode from my house to a very nice area where I had coffee, and then I rode back, and I am tired. My legs hurt, my ass hurts, everything hurts. But it was a great ride. I was doing jumps off curbs. It was just so fun. I love it. Ching tu madre, nunca jala bien esto, pinches chingaderos. That was the camera. Ahora sí. Ching madre otra vez. Ching madre. Sometimes technology is the best, and sometimes it makes me want to rip it off the wall, throw it against the other wall, because it doesn't work.